Today, I'm going to be showing you guys something completely different. I'm going to be showing you guys how to generate $100,000 in sales from start to finish with an online course. Make sure you stay along the video. You're not going to want to miss it. What's up guys, this is Jamal from Courseacademy. In this channel, I go over simple ways that you can use to start earning a passive income online. So if that sounds cool to you, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be posting at least 2 videos per week. Now, if you saw my last video, you'd see that I went over one way that anyone can use to get monetized on YouTube. And as a spoiler alert, that one way happens to be online courses. But honestly, I gotta say, after making the video, I started to look around and I saw, you know what, there's plenty of people that have made videos exactly like that and showing what it's like after they already made it to the top and after they already made plenty of sales, and they're just trying to teach you what it's like after they already made all that money. And though that's nice, being able to see what people did to actually make it that far, sometimes it's nice to actually see when they're doing it from start to finish. So I'm gonna be doing exactly that. I'm gonna be starting completely from scratch. I'm going to be investing no money into it, starting from zero, just putting my time into it. And I'm going to look to grow it until it gets to 100K in revenue. And why 100K? Well, I don't know. It just sounds like a nice milestone to hit. But the main goal of this series is just to prove that literally anyone can do this. This isn't something that you have to have plenty of money to start with, or you even have to be some professional in whatever you're doing. No, it's something that literally anyone can start right now and can actually build to the point where either they just have passive income to be able to pay for whatever their bills are, or they can completely quit their job and start doing this full time. And now in this video, this is going to be broken down into a couple of different phases, and that will be what is an online course, what courses to make, plan out your course, start building your course, lay out the outline for the course, making the content, edit the content, and then finishing up the course. Now, as you can tell, because there's a lot of different sections, this is going to be a pretty long video, but honestly, make sure you stick to every part of it, because if you miss a part, you could end up missing out on some key information that you might have needed for the future, if you want to possibly do this yourself. Alright, so for the first section, which is what is an online course? And honestly, it might sound kind of obvious to most people, but I just have to set the floor low just because some people really might not even know what an online course is. Realistically, if you're on the internet a decent amount, I'm sure at some point you've seen what an online course looks like, but you might not have really realized that's exactly what it was. But I'm going to show some courses on the screen, and these are actually YouTubers that also make their own courses. All the course really is just a product that you can sell online that's just teaching someone something. And what is that something? Well, it could be anything from how to twerk, how to get girls, how to play games, and on the opposite side, it could be something as serious as learning how to day trade. And the great thing that I love about online courses is that it's something that you can start right now with, in this case, little to no upfront cost at all. And you could actually grow it to being a completely passive income that you don't even have to touch in the future. Okay, sorry about the dramatic entrance, but my legs were feeling a little tired. The next thing we're going to be getting into is what courses to make. Now, of course, in this long journey, this is going to be the first step that you actually want to get to, because if you don't know what course you can make, how could you sell anything? So the first thing that you want to think of is what's one subject that you have passion in, or you have some type of success in, that you could actually teach to other people. For me, I was able to quit my job just from being able to buy and sell cars. For everyone that used to work with me, what's up? You guys are cool. But anyways, because of that little success that I had, I'm going to be teaching people that in my online course. And now for the next step, which is planning out your course. Now, I have a checklist that I'm going to be using for building out this course. If you want it yourself, you could just go into the link in the description. You can see it there. But I'm just going to be using this checklist to actually write down what the exact outline of the course will be. But you actually want to take time to make sure that this is actually a good course and actually plan it out beforehand. Because if people buy this course and they see that it's complete trash and that it's a scam, no one will want to buy it and no one will recommend it. You want to make sure that even if you watched it yourself, you would actually recommend it to a friend or family member. And this is just a quick outline of the course that I made. Like I said, I just typed it out completely and put out the main points that I want to hit in the course. And now we get to starting to build your online course. Now, there's plenty of platforms to use when it comes to actually building out your course, but the one that I love the most is called Kajabi. And the reason why I love it the most is just because it's kind of like Apple, where it's like a perfect ecosystem that works all together at once. And it's very different from other platforms where you actually have to use like 5 to 10 different softwares just to be able to put a course together. This combines everything that we'll need, not only from building the course, but actually to be able to market the course later. And since I'm going to be building it all from scratch, I'm going to start a completely new membership they actually have a membership going right now where you can actually start it for 30 days for free. So my plan is to be able to make money from selling the course to never even actually have to pay for the membership. Of course, I'm gonna have to pay for it at some point, but you know what I mean. Now, when it comes to actually building out the course with Kajabi, it's pretty simple. They have a template that you could follow to just set everything up. So we're gonna go to course. The course title is just gonna be simple, how to flip cars. And then we're just going to do the online course topic. And voila, this is just the template of the course that we're gonna be making. And now we're just going to actually put out a full layout of the course using the template that we made with the checklist. And I'm just going to fast forward through it. This is not a complete Kajabi tutorial, so we're not gonna go that in depth. You guys wanna know how to make money, right? So that's not what this video is about. But if you actually wanna see a Kajabi tutorial, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure I get that in one of the future videos. Okay, and as you can see, I filled out all of the topics. This is how it looks in the program, and this is just an exact replica of the template that I made from the checklist. And now we're on to the next section, which is actually making the content. And of course, this is probably one of the most important steps in what you're actually making with the course. Again, you don't want to just rush through this. You want to take your time. You're only doing it now, and then later on it's going to be a lot easier. But just make sure you take your time in making actually good videos or good content with whatever you're making, so that people will really watch it or people will really read your content and will actually want to recommend it to other people and not just think that it was just a waste of money. There's a couple of different options that you could actually take when you're actually making the course. There's either making video for it. You can actually make a completely faceless course, or you could literally just have everything in writing. For me, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a mix of both, between video and then somewhat of slides, just to have a presentation of what people can be seeing along the content. If you don't want to be in front of the camera, that's completely fine. Like I said, you don't have to be. I just feel like that's probably the most engaging content that you can make. But again, there's plenty of options. Oh boy, here we go. Here comes the worst part of it. Now it's for editing the videos that you make. But I do have to say, it doesn't have to be like some YouTube videos. If you've been making that, it doesn't have to be crazy engaging with a whole bunch of different quick cuts and transitions and all that. If people bought the course, they're most likely going to be engaged enough to stay along the course. So yes, you want to still make it engaging, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. The main thing that you're going to be doing is just cutting out any long pauses that you might have, any mistakes that you might have made along the course of what you were saying, or if you ended up doing something just like hitting the mic, whatever like that. Of course, if you didn't actually record anything and it was all just a writing, then there's really not much to edit. Just make sure your writing is on point. And as a quick thing, I use Filmora to do my editing between YouTube videos and for making the courses, but there's plenty of different free editing software that you could actually use. And now it's the easy part, which is just finishing up the course. In this part, we're just going to be putting in our finishing touches. It's not going to be anything crazy. Just making it visually appealing to the person that's going to be buying the course. So just doing things like adding whatever branding that you might have had along your course. So think about things like what color you want to have, what type of scheme that you want to set, what mood you want to set. If you want it to be more of like a fun mood that's going along, just think about all those things and try to combine it into the course. For me, I'm going to be going into around the same branding that I have on my YouTube channel, especially since this is going to be something that's actually going to be helping people to make money. And voila, you're done with one of the most important categories of your actual online course journey. I have a course that you can actually get in the description below that's completely free. It's also going to come with a checklist that I was using to actually make the template for the course. But it's just going to break down the full process that we're going to be going along with, not only making the course, along with actually marketing the course and doing other things later. So if you want access to that, like I said, just go in the description below. But that's mainly it. We finished up actually making the course, which was one of the toughest parts of the process and one of the most time-consuming parts. And now that we're done with that, we could actually go to one of the next most important parts of it, which is actually the marketing. But we're not just going to put this all into one video. This can end up being some hour-long video. We're going to be covering that into the next video, but just make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can be alerted when the video comes out. All right, guys, till next time, peace.